Okay, second take. What's going on, people of YouTube? Welcome to a different vlog. And I wrote a little bit about this on WordPress. I'll leave the link into the description of the video, as well as sources. And this is based on Polygon and Yongyia's YouTube video. Anyway, so the government, not like, mostly the Belgian government, and I think some other European governments, and the U.S. government, at least in the state of Hawaii. How did it spread that fast? I don't know. But anyway, they were talking to each other. That doesn't matter. Yeah, so they're looking into EA's Star Wars Battlefront 2 and Need for Speed. But Star Wars seems to be more in the news. And then they also looked into Activision's Blizzard. Well, Blizzard is owned by Activision. Anyway, Blizzard made Overwatch, and that also has loot boxes. And basically, loot boxes are just a form of gambling. And now, not all microtransactions are loot boxes. Loot boxes are microtransactions, but microtransactions aren't necessarily always bad. I don't always agree with them, but they are legal. Say like, I don't know, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild Season Pass, just because that's the first thing that came to mind. Yeah, I wish that it was... I feel like if they waited... I'm not saying they should have delayed the game necessarily, because I know Nintendo wanted to have a good end of the fiscal year in March. Anyway, yeah, but that was... that's legal. It's not like you have to get that. And, you pay for it. You know what you're getting. It's not... You pay $20 and you might get it, but there's no guarantee. They might mail you a 5-page comic book. I don't know. Although that might be cool too. But anyway, wouldn't be as cool. And you're not getting the story mode. There's no other way to get it. No, that's not what Nintendo's doing. So, yeah, that you may not say that's microtransactions, but you could also get it from the in-game menu. But anyway, yeah. And then let's say you're playing a puzzle game on your iPhone or Android, whatever, and you're using microtransactions to get some hints. Yeah, granted. Okay, fine. I've done that a few times. Final Fantasy, all the bravest. Yeah, but that was about it. And I've done to get rid of ads, but done it a few times. But I'm really against it. I'm not as against it. Like I think all forms of microtransactions should be banned. It's just loot boxes. Anyway, like I was saying, loot boxes are a form of gambling. Basically, the games. Not every game necessarily. Not so much Overwatch, but more of Star Wars Battlefront 2. The game pressures the gamer into purchasing loot boxes, so that's gambling. Well, not necessarily, but let me continue. If you don't, it will sometimes be impossible, or at least seem impossible, to win the game, and approaches an unfair advantage, and I think sometimes you will not be able to get certain characters unlocked. So for what it sounds like, I haven't played the game because I'm kind of afraid to, but it sounds like there's no guarantee that you might get some characters unlocked or some weapons. But hey, you might. But the other person might get unlocked. And it's just... I don't know. I just don't like how it does it. I know COD World War II does that too. I don't know if they're looking into that. I feel like they eventually will. But anyway... I believe they turned the not microtransactions, damn it. I believe they turned loot boxes off in that game too. Yeah, so the government wants to ban it. It seems like not just the U.S. government, but also the Belgian government and all the European governments, whatever country in Europe. I believe Belgium is in Europe. If not, you can call me a dumbass, but anyway, that doesn't matter. I don't care right now. Now, judging by the American and Canadian Entertainment Software Rating Board, ESRB, they do not consider loot boxes as gambling. And yet, technically, it is gambling. But I get that you don't have to, technically, you do not have to use it. But hey, you do, and it's still gambling. Now, you may not be you have to be 21 in the United States to go to, like, casinos and stuff. You have to, like, just to gamble. Like, they won't let you in. And then, of course, you need some kind of valid ID, but I'm not making a video on that. And then 18 is just lottery tickets in most states, I believe. Maybe the entire country, but where I live, it's 18. I'm old enough to do casinos, but I really have no desire on doing it. Anyway, ESRB does not consider loot boxes as gambling, and I really think they should, but I can kind of see maybe one reason they don't is because, well, we would have to make a new rating because you have to be 21, so they would have to rate Star Wars, not M for mature, I believe it's teen, but it wouldn't be M, it wouldn't be AO for adult only, which is 18. It would be some 21 rating, and that doesn't exist. And if they want to keep loot boxes, I feel like that's the only way they're going to be able to do it. Then, you know, if they had the 21 rating, then I think people could actually... Then I think they could probably get away with loot boxes. Yeah, gamers still wouldn't be happy, but I feel like it'd be less likely where there would be a legal court or government, whatever, going after them, and, you know, thousands, maybe millions of dollars, but at least hundreds of thousands of dollars. Yeah. Now I want to talk about my thoughts on getting Star Wars Battlefront 2. At first, I almost wanted to get the game. I wanted to get the first one as well, but yeah, so it looked cool when I first saw it. Then I heard all this crazy stuff going on with loot boxes, and it's like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I still might get it. And also there was a bunch of glitches, but mostly just the loot boxes. Even Disney wasn't happy about it. Like, supposedly the day or two before Star Wars launched, Disney CEO called EA's CEO or something, and they're like, hey, you gotta do this. We're not gonna let you ruin our new Star Wars movie that's coming out in December. You gotta fix this. I don't know if, since Disney owns Star Wars, I don't know if that means Disney's gonna have to pay a fine as well. Even technically it wasn't their fault. I know they owned it like 20 plus years ago or whatever, before EA had exclusive rights to Star Wars. But yeah, so Disney, it's like, supposedly they threatened EA with, it's like, hey, you're, I mean, not that they wouldn't be able to make Star Wars at all, but they just wouldn't have exclusive rights to Star Wars, at least with the video games. Yeah, I don't know. So, yeah, it's just, I don't want to see EA, like, go out of business necessarily, but right now I just don't like EA. You know, at least as the last couple of months, they're almost like Konami. In fact, in a way, I think they're just as bad as Konami, if not worse. And in Japan, I don't know what's going to happen to Konami, because no, I don't know if they're doing loot boxes necessarily, but I wouldn't be surprised if Konami did that. They'd probably just try to make a workaround. But, you know, I can't stand Konami anymore. And I hate also the fact that I'm considering it Metal Gear Survive. It looks like a decent game, though. Okay, anyway. Yeah, so, bottom line, I am not for loot boxes. Maybe if the games were 21 and up, although, you know, you would try to go to a store and a kid, I feel like, that would be, like, a kid wouldn't, I mean, yeah, you have to, like, go with your parents or whoever if you're not 17. But, I don't know, I just feel like they'd make it harder if you're 21. Now, yeah, granted, the parents could go to the store and the person selling it to the person may have no idea that they're going to take it home and give it to their kid. Yeah, there's no way to know that, but really. But, I mean, if the kid's with them, even if the parent is with the kid and it's a 21 game, like, similar to some places with liquor, selling liquor, you got to be 21 to get liquor. Sometimes, even if you have your kid around, they will not sell it to you. I'm not making a video on whether I agree or disagree with that. But it's just, I feel like it's going to be the same thing. It may be even a little more stricter. I don't know. Anyway, I just wanted to put my opinion out on that. Sources down in the description below, and then all the WordPress, I'll put that. I also do have my regular WordPress in the description, but I'll just put the actual article in there. Anyway, thank you for watching. I don't know if this is going to be put out on Thanksgiving or Black Friday. I wanted to make a Black Friday video and Thanksgiving video as well, but I don't know if that's going to happen now, because I got too much going on. Anyway, I kind of want to relax tomorrow, so I'll try to get this up. Happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy those Black Friday sales. Maybe you can get a Xbox One X or a Nintendo Switch, whatever you're looking for. And enjoy the Steam sales, because Steam's having some good sales going on now. Thank you for watching. I've been your host, and I will see you guys next time.